Another Fed rate decision week is upon us. So a lot of people sitting and waiting to see what's going to happen. I'm kind of curious myself how this is going to land. Is it going to land differently than what it's landed before? Because every time it's happened, we've seen a negative from the interest rates. Now, we didn't see a monster negative from the last time the Fed lowered the rate. In fact, let's just kind of look at the charts, what that did. So it's here. In fact, I'm going to try and adjust these so you can see the dates a little bit better. To pull this down, adjust this. So now you can see what we're talking about. Okay, so you have when the Fed lowered the rate, we had a down day. It took quite the beating, and then it slowly worked its way down. And then, with government shutdown and all that kind of stuff, things slowly improved. I am kind of the mindset the less the government's involved, the better our market feels about long-term things like the rates. Because, we look at that, what they were getting for economic readings and stuff like that, it's kind of mute, especially when you're talking about the economic readings that the Fed gives us. So I don't know. We'll just see how that all plays out, or at least the Bureau, not the Fed, but the Bureau of Labor Statistics. So every time, guys, we had the Fed lower the rate, that's what we've had, negative, negative, negative. And now here we are now. We had this. So we had that little bit of negative, but with the shutdown, I think it helped us. But here's what we got. We're sitting right here at the top. Now, some may say, well, it looks like things got better, but they got better by very, very, very small amount. This full amount from top here to bottom is about 58 basis points. That's about 0.5% in cost-ish, right? So $500 in cost for the same rate. There's for every 100,000. So you really didn't see a major difference in what has happened from the very bottom of this swing all the way to top of it where we are right there, right? So not a big difference. So our median price we're at, very minimal. Maybe $100 to $200 differential on the same rate from top to bottom, depending upon where you landed in that middle ground here. So for a person to really be wondering, let's just look at how many times it got to the top of this and it just reversed off of it. It reverses off of this top. It's a pretty strong top. And we're coming up to there again, like we've been talking about. We've stayed in this much longer than we ever have. I mean, look at any time we've been in here, it's in and out, in and out. Well, here it stayed in there because it's trying to figure out the market post quantitative tightening. But now we've been holding a very, very long run all the way in here since September 25th. Guys, we got a full month in this. It's going to make some sort of move at some time. And I'm wondering if the Fed lowering in the next couple of days, we're going to have that rate decision tomorrow, in fact, if that might kick us out. I don't know. We'll see. It's up in the air. I'm thinking it could. Let's put it this way. I think it's more favorable for the Fed movement to have a negative impact on interest rates than a positive. But I could be wrong. This could be the one time and that it flips that around. So we'll just see. Absolutely see. So I appreciate you guys watching. We will see. Maybe I'll do one tomorrow after the Fed rate decision. I think, but it takes a day or so to settle in. But we'll see. Maybe tomorrow I'll put one of these together and get it out. But that's it. We're just kind of tension, holding, see what happens, see if it's going to be the same response as normal or the market's going to respond differently. It's up to the market, and we know what the market is. It's just emotion. That's what it is. Everybody's emotionally trying to figure out where it's going to move. There's some tactical data in there, a lot of it, but mostly emotion. People jump on whether or not they're going to lose or they're going to win. People love to win. They hate to lose, so they respond accordingly. We'll see how it happens tomorrow. Appreciate you guys.